Good morning, everybody. Orange J here with another Etheria restart video, and today we're going to do the ultimate Nikonana guide for Etheria restart. This is, without a doubt, one of the most important farms for progressing your account. This is the fight where you get access to mythic level shells for the first time, and they're all pretty good. Like White Fang is a very good DPS shell. Artisan right here has, like for your defense scaling characters is very nice, and that shield makes your teams more survivable. I really like Gigabyte right here on any of your like supporty characters. Give them those extra those turn meter boosts, and the matrixes are really good on this one. And then Alicorn is that mythic level like cleansing shell, where if you have debuffs, not only will he purify them for you, but you'll up your effect resist for the rest of the fight. Super useful for things like PvP. And then you will still get a couple yellow shells that drop here, but at this point, once you're farming this, you're probably foddering these because you might have some of them built already, but if you don't, you could finish some of those up. Still, the focus here is this mythic level shell. Now, for the boss himself, this skill, Friendly Match, his passive, this is his thing that will just like this wrecks you. This is the problem with this guy. He starts with 90% extra damage reduction. When attacked, he reduces extra damage reduction by 1.5% for every one additional speed the attacker possesses compared to the unit. Let me turn that into English for you because that's hella confusing. You want to be faster than him. The key to this fight is make him slower, make yourself faster, because every point that you are faster than him, you do 1.5% extra damage to the point where you can just get rid of his 90% debuff. So I want to show you the team that I've been using for this. I'm going to jump in here, not on continuous. Let's just jump in here with a battle. The team and setup that I do, this is where Marvel that takes off. This is like Marvel's time to shine. Not that he's not been good in like all the rest of the content, but I think he is absolutely excellent here. And I pair him with somebody else who can boost the speed of my group. So let me quickly show you how this fight plays out. I have Marvel start with his E. This will push back the boss's turn meter, and this guy's very susceptible to turn meter pushback. So you can take full advantage of that here. And then more importantly, it reduces his speed by 30%. So watch this. We're going to drop the E on the boss. We're just going to focus the boss down, by the way. We're not going to mess with killing the ads here. We drop that 30% speed debuff. So now we have that's one way of getting a speed edge. Then I'm using Mio. You could use different characters for this, but Mio will also push his turn meter back and give my team a speed buff. So let's do that. Let's use Mio's E. We're going to knock the boss and his little minions turn meter back and increase our speed by, guess what? 30%, because that's about what those buffs do in the game. Now it's just all about doing damage and killing the boss. So I'm bringing two of my like more well-built DPS characters. I'm gonna have Heinrich kind of set him up, and this is also a Rosa special. Like Rosa can go nuts in this fight. Her follow-up attack is insane, and now anytime one of my characters crits, she'll usually follow that up with another attack of her own. You can go for freezes. Like sometimes you'll land freezes on these ads, and that's nice, but really the goal here is just focus down the boss. I'll go ahead and turn it on auto, let my guys just finish this off, but that's the trick. That's it. You want to go faster than the boss, and so you want to lower his speed, up your speed, and then to help with that, like as an extra layer of tip to that little tip I just gave, pushing his turn meter back is so helpful because it increases the duration that your speed debuff lives on him. One of the problems you can run into with this fight, if you are not either massively boosting your team forward or what I like better, pushing him backwards, is sure, you might put a two rounds of buffs on you and 2 rounds of debuffs on him, but those will run out. That's only 2 rounds. So it's really behooves you to just push him back. Don't let those buffs you're putting on him expire. Just keep his turn back as far as you can. So units that can do those things are very nice. You can see we beat it. We didn't get lucky with the drop. We got a black flag. Would have rather got one of those mythic ones, but it is what it is. Like now I can farm that on auto, and I'll do that. Now I want to show you a useful tool here, and then I'm going to talk about different team comps, different characters you can use. One of the things you could do is go to Pridewind's site, and if you go to characters on Pridewind, like if you click characters, you can sort characters by buffs and debuffs. It's right here above their pictures. You do this drop down right here, and you can see, okay, I need to speed debuff the boss, so I'm going to click speed minus. All of these characters can do speed debuffs on the boss. So I was using Marvel, and I think a lot of people will use Marvel, but you could use many of these characters right here. Make sure they actually speed down the boss and don't just like push his turn meter back, but pick one of them. You probably have one of those on your account. For speed buffs for your team, here's a list of people that can do that. I know in the beta, I used Lily, who is a god in every game mode. For this, I don't have her on this account, so I'm using Mio, but there's other characters here that can give speed buffs to your team. This is a fight where Valerian could be good because not only will she speed buff your team, she'll also buff your damage. And then as far as like DPS characters that you want to use, this is where it gets really account by account. So one way to kind of figure out what other people are doing is go to the strategies. Now, for the clear times, like for people clearing this in 21 seconds, they have like super built Rosa with a debuffer and a buffer and Marvel, and this 6-star Rosa with like some mythic level gear is just popping off, right? This person is probably more built than you are if you're watching this video, but it does show you, okay, they're using Rosa. They're using Rosa, Klaus, Freya, and even taking Leon. They're just using their best built damage characters. Let's look at something that's maybe more reasonable and look at recent clears. So I just cleared this and I'm not even on this list anymore. So people are clearing this all the time right now. Anyway, let's look at what they're using. This person's using Messiah. It's a great place for Messiah to live because he loves to do a lot of damage. I also used him in the last beta. You can see there's Leon again. This whole team right here is just like push the boss back, push you forward, and let Leon just pop off on his face. Here's Lily, Messiah. I mean, there's all kinds of different comps. This is a great comp for Didding. So if you've built your Didding to 5 or 6 stars and invested gear in him, this is a very free-to-play friendly comp right here. Klaus is their only SSR, Didding, Chiaki the Echo, and regular Chiaki. That's pretty awesome. There's Valerian, like I was talking about. This one's even using Chiata. 127, you're going to love that clear time. So here's where you can go see like what damage characters other people are using. I was hoping to see a Shadow Sonya team on here. I don't see one, and I believe that's just fine. Like you could definitely do this with the dot team. I think it's been a long time since I tried Nikonana with the dot team, but I think you could come in here with your Shadow Sonya as long as you had like Fangus and Obal and just start applying all those dots, let Shadow Sonya execute them. That would also be a viable comp for this. So remember, get your speed up, get your speed down to take advantage of this friendly match passive, push his turn meter back, blow him up with your damage characters, and you will be farming some mythic tier shells and unlocking the power of your account. That's all I got for you today. Thank y'all for watching. Have a great rest of your day. I'll catch you next time. Peace. Like and subscribe if you haven't.